Oh, hi there! So today we are going to make chocolate chip cookies. It's actually chocolate chip oatmeal cookies with a little bit of peanut butter because it's really nice and that nutty flavor. So how are you guys doing? If you're new to my channel, my name is Jen and I teach cooking classes. So these are just the standard ingredients for chocolate chip, but we're adding the oats and the peanut butter, and then we're adding some cinnamon, just to spice up that flavor. So every time you make a cookie like this, you always want to cream your butter and your sugar first, and then you add the eggs, and then you add the dry ingredients, and then the rest of the flavoring. So that's what we're gonna start with this recipe. Okay, so let's go ahead and cream the butter first. So you always want to cream your butter nice and fluffy, and then we're going to add our sugar and then mix them all together. So let's go ahead and add the sugar. That's our brown sugar, and also we're using granulated sugar, and then we're going to mix everything. Then we're going to add the egg one at a time and then mix it again. And then we're going to add a little bit of peanut butter. There you go. And then we're going to mix everything together. So for our dry ingredients, we're going to mix the flour, and then we have our oats. Then I have baking powder and baking soda here, and then cinnamon. And then just use the whisk and just kind of mix everything together, and then we're going to gradually add it to the sugar and the butter that we cream. Okay, so just make sure that you mix everything well. So I'm going to add the vanilla in, and then just mix it a little bit, and then I'm going to add the flour a little bit at a time. So I'm going to add my flour a little bit at a time, about a third at a time. Okay, and then go ahead and mix it low. Then we're going to add the rest and continue mixing. And then we're going to fold in our chocolate chip, and then you just mix them. So just make sure that you fold in the chocolate chips really well so that it's even distributed all over the dough. See how easy it was to put together all that chocolate chip mix? Now you're eating something that's homemade, no preservative, no additives, and you're gonna love it, and the whole family will enjoy it. And this is once in a while. If you want some treats, then yeah, you go ahead and make it. And then just make sure that you're preheating your oven to 350, and you line a baking sheet pan, okay, with parchment paper. I like to use parchment paper, and just kind of maybe a couple of inches apart because they expand, and you kind of want to like just flatten them a little bit. Okay, so you have a really nice shaped chocolate chip cookie. So just like that. All right, and then I'm gonna go ahead and continue scooping, and then we're gonna bake it. We're gonna bake it for about maybe 20-25, or we're gonna keep an eye on it and see. Ovens are different, so sometimes some people can bake it shorter and some people bake it longer. So we're just gonna keep an eye on this. And then when you start smelling that really nice, really delicious smell around your house, then it's probably ready. So we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and scoop the rest of the dough and start baking. Okay, my lovelies, I have a quick tip here. Now, for example, you only want to bake a couple of cookies. You don't want to bake the whole batch, right? So what you're gonna do is you shape the dough, and then if your baking sheet pan fits in your freezer, then you can go ahead and freeze them for about a couple of hours, and then put it in a Ziploc bag. And then once it's frozen, after a couple hours, put it in a Ziploc bag, and then there you go. You just leave it in the freezer, and wherever you're ready, whenever you're feeling like I want something sweet or I want to bake something for the kids, then go ahead and take it out of the freezer. You don't even have to thaw it. Just line your baking sheet pan with parchment paper, preheat your oven, and bake them. So that's easy. Now, if the baking sheet pan is too big for your freezer, then just put it on a plate or platter first, and then freeze them for a couple of hours until it holds its shape, and then you can put it in a Ziploc bag so you're not occupying the whole space in your freezer, and then just leave it in the freezer and then take it out whenever you're ready to bake them. So I already have one pan baking, and now I'm ready to bake this one. So here we go, the cookies are ready. So let's go ahead and taste it. It is really, it has a little, it's chewy, but it also has that little crunch like outside, and you could really get all those chocolate chips, and then the peanut butter, I like that hint of peanut butter there. And then also we put some oats, and it's really wonderful. And it's not very sweet because I cut the sugar in half. So because semi-sweet chocolate chips is what I use, and that's already sweet, so that kind of really give that nice balances out, and it's nice that it's not heavily sweet. And like I said, this is homemade. It smells so good here in my kitchen right now, and I'm just happy with these cookies. So my lovelies, have a wonderful day. Thank you for being here. And if you have family and friends that need help with home cooking, please share this video. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.